According to a survey, rent prices in the 50 largest cities increased by 14% in 2021. More renters are finding that mortgage is a cheaper option. But WRTV's Cornelius Hawker shows you have to be quick if you're looking to buy.
Tired of renting, Kevin Brewster decided recently it was time to buy a house.
I started about a couple of months ago. I'm looking for like a house that's suitable for me, like a single family, nothing too big.
But as many Hoosiers have learned, the housing market is tough right now for buyers.
All the houses that I looked at, the next day they're usually like pending.
My goodness, it's a battle, you know. Inventory is it's the lowest it's ever been.
Realtor BRAZIS says on average, Indiana homes stay on the market around 24 days. But that's the statewide average. When you get down to specific neighborhoods like Broad Ripple or Fountain Square,
homes are going live on Thursday, and they're basically sold Sunday night.
To get an idea on how fast homes are going in this market, this home, 3 beds, 2 baths in Fountain Square, listed March 11th. 5 days later, has a pending offer, going price $250,000.
I don't think it's going to let up at all. I mean, there's so many buyers. There's not enough homes on the market.
Much of this housing market distress has been fueled by the pandemic. One part of it, renters who no longer needed to commute to work had the option to buy homes in more affordable areas. Data from Zillow shows that was the case for nearly 2 million people. It's why now, among other reasons, there aren't many single-family homes on the market. To try and combat this, people are rehabbing, renovating, and selling older homes. This trend is happening all over the country, but Chris explains why Indianapolis is one of the hottest housing markets.
It's a very common theme, you know, in most cities. I know Indianapolis is attractive because of the lower tax rates.
Despite the turbulent market, it looks like a house-hunting happy ending for Kevin, who's found a home he likes.
I'm in the stages of signing a purchasing agreement, so this is the furthest I've come with the house.
And Cornelius joining us in studio now. And Cornelius, you know, despite all the red tape that we see out there that you explained in your story, there are some people who are willing to go ahead and do the buying process, and we saw with Kevin there. So what is your advice what did the realtor say, advice for people who are willing to buy and have the resources to buy right now?
Chris's advice is fairly simple, Mark. He says you have to be flexible, and that can apply to the type of home you want and the location. Now, if you bought yourself in looking for something specific, you may run into trouble. He also says you should be looking for homes that are cheaper than the amount you've been approved for, just in case the home isn't appraised for that amount, or if you end up having to raise your offer to compete with other buyers.